how's it going, everybody? Hopefully, you guys had a good day yesterday. The NBA has been weird as hell, to start the season. I don't know what it is between no fans and shit like that, or whatever the case may be, but it has been weird. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games today. We're gonna try to speed through these games. Uh, you know, uh, Yesterday I thank God for cash. I made it across the cash line. I didn't hit it. My line didn't hit in GPPs, but it hit in cash. And that's how I play, man. Something about me, like I'm not, number one, I'm not an expert, so you guys should know this, or if you don't, I'm letting you guys know that. But everybody should know I'm not a fucking expert. I'm uh, I'm someone who likes to play the game. I got a great big Facebook group. We all help each other and bounce ideas off of each other. I do a lot of sports betting. But as far as, like, for me, it's in DFS, it's like I'm a one lineup type of guy. Probably put my lineup in one low dollar tournament, depending on how I feel that night. But after that, I might play 10 or 20 times my tournament buy-in in cash. 100 mans, I'll play 100 mans too. 10 mans, I won't mind 10 mans, some double ups and triple ups. I don't play too many quintuple ups. But that's what I do, man. I play a whole bunch of cash. I might just play my lineup in one low dollar amount tournament, and I play a whole bunch of cash behind that, So, and I'm ready to get into it. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Shout out to my subscribers. I couldn't thank you guys enough. Like I say, I like the feedback. I need the feedback. I mean, I'm no better than you all. I just like to get myself on the stage. I call YouTube the big stage, and that forced me to be a better player. I don't mind. I love for you guys to get in the comments, and I can bounce ideas off you guys as well. I'm not someone who has any type of services or anything, and shout out to them guys. I have nothing against them. That's what's up. I love people to get money any way they can. That's what we're doing it for. But like I say, I don't do anything of that nature. I'm just here to help and vibe with my people, my subscribers, my Twitter followers, my Facebook group. Man, vibe with my people. Without further ado, let's get into it. We got New York and Indy. These guys, they played already. They played the first game of the season. I don't put too much into that. Sabonis, he smashed and all that shit, but whatever. It is what it is. On the next side, we got injuries to Quickly. We got a Q tag on Quickly. These two guys are out. Smith and Frank Burks, and yeah. So we want to, and then Amari and the drill. Got a Q tag on Knox. God damn, so many Q tags and shit over here. But anyway, you know how the shit goes. We need to hear news. So until, because news just destroyed the YouTube community, especially us early guys. News just destroys our podcast. But we know, you guys already know that. But anyway, assuming all these guys are out or whatever, what the case may be, Tibbs, he wants Robinson, Randall, and RJ Barrett to be great. Austin Rivers, you can look to him for value. His first game back, he played 21 minutes. He's coming in at 3,700 on Draftkings. On FanDuel, he is around the same, probably. How much is he? 37, and he played 21 minutes, man, and he returned 17 and a half fantasy points. I know he'd like to try to put a good impression on, so he could probably trying to take on Peyton for that starting spot. These guys are going to play a ton of minutes, the starters, except for maybe Everett Payton, because, he's this guard spot is cluttered, man. So they really trying to find a, find their identity at the guard spot. Bullock, those guys for cheap, but we got to see. We got to see though on the injury situation. RJ Barrett, I like him on FanDuel. He's at under 6K. I like to play. One of my favorite players from this game. Randall, you'll get him at 8,100 on DraftKings, but you'll get him at 9. No, you'll get Randall at 9K on DraftKings, and on FanDuel you get him at 8K. So, that's a little price discrepancy over there. Okay, on the Pacers side of things, already Warren's out, so that makes Oladipo a sexier play. You should get a little bit more run, as well as might get somebody like Holiday stepping in, starting. Then you're self-explanatory for Sabonis. He's gonna do what he's gonna do, and then you got guys like Miles Turner. He's 6,400 on DraftKings. On FanDuel, he's 76. What is Turner? He's 77. He's been playing good, actually. He's been playing pretty good. He's been hitting value, and the most thing, the great thing is the defensive stats. So they've been there. Block, 3 blocks, 5 blocks, 4 blocks, 8 blocks, 2 steals, 2 steals, 2 steals, 4 steals. So the defensive peripherals have been there. You'll get them at $1,300 cheaper on DraftKings. So that's something to look out for. For value over here, because Brogdon and Oladipo, they've been playing well, and I don't mind neither one of those. But for value over here, you can look for guys like Justin Holiday. I probably would look to him, or even though on DraftKings, man, Dougie McDermott, he's been getting the minutes, but his price is a little too. How much is he's 5K, man? How much is he priced on DraftKings? He is priced at on FanDuel. He's priced at 4,900. 4K. So, and he's been, more often than not, he's been hitting value on that price tag. So, the first game against New York, he went 5-6 times if he was priced at that price. So he's somebody that you can look into for value. Moving over to OKC and Orlando game. Last time these two teams matched up, I think, was it Dort? No, it was we know Reeves out. Somebody was out. Horford didn't play that game. So right, cool. So they look kind of healthy today. The usual suspects is out, that's been out. So all right. Shai Alexander, he's probably priced similar on both sides. 7,900 and 8,200, man. He just needs to flash me some upside. I need him to be ultra aggressive offensively. He's been taking. They probably got the last 2 games. They probably got blew out, but I need him to. I need him to get up in that 20 range every night. When I see that consistency, that's when I would like to, that's when I like to start rostering him, man. Until then, but he's giving you, I say 40 every game, except outside of that last game against New Orleans. But it is what it is. I just need him to be a little bit more consistent. But when it all fails, though, that 7,900 price tag, he's probably priced right. What else for Baisley? He's due for. He's gonna have at 5,400. These guys that get Baisley, Dort, they getting those guys. They're getting minutes, man. So it's Dort. He shoots a little bit more than Baisley. He's probably taking about 4. What? He's taking. Okay. They got blew out the last game. They got blew out that guy. And he still took 10, 14 shots that game, and then 11. So like I say, he does take a lot of shots. He takes 3-pointers too. So these guys, they're gonna be out there, and that's the main thing about that. Will I get to him? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Trust me, I don't know. George Hill, it looks like he'll be playing. He didn't play that last game either. George Hill didn't play either, right, against Orlando. So at 4,800, I don't know if I'll be able to get that either. He can flash that upside if he gets hot, but I don't know if I'll get that. Another, for value, super value, you got guys like Muscala. When he's getting the minutes, man, he does produce. He's 3,700 on DraftKings. You're going to have to use a center spot. It's going to be tough today if you want to try to use a center spot or something like that, or try to get some value out of him like that. Or just going to him is going to be iffy. So. But on the and Al Horford, he didn't play the game. Al Horford, he's coming in at 6K. He's probably priced similar on DraftKings, on FanDuel. The old man, but the one thing about him, he's 5,400 on FanDuel. He does know how to play the game, man. He knows how to play the game. He'll get you some points, a couple rebounds, some assists. His defensive stats are down right now, and that's hurting his fantasy output. I'm not ultra scared of Vooch. They're definitely gonna need him. He's power forward center eligible on DraftKings. If you feel the need to get to him, no problem. Okay, moving over to the Orlando side of things. Injury news: Ross should be coming back. Fournier is questionable. He might not play. Enos out, been out. The usual suspects, they've been out. They've been out. So, with that being said, couple things to point out on this Orlando squad. First motherfucker I want to start off with is we're gonna get his ass out the way right now. This guy, I don't know where the hell he's been. Aaron Gordon, where you been, man? He needs to step his shit up. They missing him, man. And especially these last 3 games, horrible shooting games. Well, he shot all right on this one, 5 for 10, but this last game, 1 for 8. Versus Washington, bro. You should be shooting a little bit more efficient than that. I mean, right here, 1 for 4. Like 1 for 4, 20 minutes, no more than 22 minutes in the last 3 games. You need to step it up, man. You really need to step it up. Definitely a GPP option at 5,600 on DraftKings, and on FanDuel, he's coming in at 6,400, a whopping 6,400. The way he's been playing, he's a GPP option. Vooch in play, you already know. You know what I'm saying? He gets it in. I don't have to go too much into, what it is. He's a walking double-double. He had won every game except for that Washington game. And they just played. Last time we played together, he had a 52. 28, 10, 5, 12 for 18. He was ultra efficient. Hitting threes. He's hit at least 2, you can say at least 2 threes every game. And, it is what it is with Vooch. I like him on both sites. 8,700. It looks like he's probably 8,700 on both sites. Center he's 8,400 on FanDuel. Center is a pretty deep position tonight, man. We got some big boys at center. Markelle Fultz, he's in play. 6,200 on DraftKings. How much is he on FanDuel? Markelle Fultz, 5,800. So, man, if we, like I say, with the injuries or whatever, Terrence Ross will probably take a few extra shots because I know he's going to play today, but we're going to have to keep an eye out on that. We'll get this Evan Fournier news early, or at least right before lock. So that's something we ain't got to worry about, especially and for value over here. We can look to guys like Cole Anthony and Michael Carter Williams. Birch has been playing some minutes. He's been playing some minutes, man. So, his minutes been up and down, but he's been playing some minutes at 3,500 on DraftKings. I don't know what his position is on FanDuel. Uh, Birch, he's a power forward on FanDuel. So, if you feel like you want to do some stops and scrubs and stuff like that, I have to point these type of guys out. 24 minutes, 2 for 7. He's getting rebounds and assists are here, a block is still there. Some things that help you get that. If he could get 20 minutes, last time they played, he played 14 minutes. He gave you almost 13 fantasy points. Just something to point out. Muscala. Oh, I forgot to mention Muscala. I did mention Muscala, but really pay attention to this Michael Carter Williams and this Cole Anthony situation, and especially if Evan Fournier sits. Cole Anthony, someone who will come in and chunk up some shots. He shot the ball 18 times last game against Philly. He's been racking up the fantasy points under 5K. He came in at 3,200 to 39 to 4,100 to 4,200. 4,200, then he's at 4,600. So he's been gradually going up. And then Michael Carter Williams, he can play the guard forward position. His minutes will be there. Especially, he looks a little bit more sexier if, like I said, Fournier's out. I probably would think Fournier probably sit this one out. The back, yeah, his back, yeah. Okay, moving on along to the Charlotte and Philly game. What a game. What do we have here for the injuries? Cody Zeller, we know that. And on Korkmaz, we know that. We know Scott. Okay, all right. So, on the Charlotte side of things, you all know how everybody likes to do it, how we like to do it, play bigs against Charlotte. But anyway, Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier, Devontae Graham, Miles Bridges, P.J. Washington, LaMelo Ball, Bismack Biyombo. These are the main guys. Those are the main culprits over here. Those are the guys that try to get. They have to try to get help them win these games. I can see Terry Rozier trying to be ultra aggressive this game. That's just who he is. Going up against Philly, I could just see him being aggressive. He's coming in at 7K. On FanDuel, he probably priced around the same. What's his price on FanDuel? 7,100. Will I get to him? I don't know. But like I said, I know he's one of those type of guys that might want to try to get up for this game. I just don't know if I'll be able to get to him. Devontae Graham, come on, man. Everybody's been waiting on that Devontae Graham game. He's got people breathing down his back. He's sandwiched between Rozier and Hayward, and then you got Ball coming off the bench. Those are the effects that he's feeling. That's what he's going through right now. He's 5,900 on DraftKings on FanDuel. The last 2 games he hasn't hit 30 minutes. The first 3 he was playing plenty of minutes. It's just he's feeling he's hearing those footsteps, man. Straight up. Miles Bridges, I probably can't get to him. I probably just won't be able to get to him. He shows an upside game here and there. I don't know where the fuck that Alberts came from against Dallas, but I just can't get to him, especially at that 6K price tag. Not Seth Curry. P.J. Washington, I mean, man. And Bismack Biyombo got a tough matchup. I probably won't be getting to him. Somebody who, on GPPs, that's what he is. Both of these guys, they done turned out to be GPP plays. Washington and Bismack Biyombo. P.J. Washington, price similar on FanDuel. He's just not. The last 2 games, he hadn't even been taking the shots, number one. His second and third game, he's all right. But he's still been hovering around that same price tag, which we know he can give you some upside. It's just amount of wins. You know, Charlotte can find a way to get up to put up a fight in this game, then, you know, it would look pretty good. We know Washington can't step into that center spot, so, you know, Drummond would love to be. He'd be licking his chops. You know, he see if he, you know, and that could possibly get him in foul trouble. So that's something to take into account as well. LaMelo Ball been coming off the bench, especially in blowouts. He'll come out there and give you something real nice, man. The way he keep playing, if he keep playing like this, you know he's gonna try to. Man, I don't know if the coach will try to keep him spark off the bench or if he'll try to take a starting spot, but he's going to be okay. He's somebody who's going to be okay in this league, and that's it. That's all I got for Charlotte. You know, on Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, those are the main culprits. Seth Curry, I don't mind Seth Curry, man. He's been looking good. You know, he's been looking good, man. He's been spacing the floor for them, hitting the 3 for 4, 2 for 5, 3 for 6, 5 for 7. The minutes are there, and you know, he's been doing decent fantasy-wise. 5,600 on Draftkings. I don't even know what he's priced on FanDuel. 4,900. That's somewhere I probably like him a little bit better. Tobias Harris, though, he's firmly in play, man. He's been bringing his hard hat in his lunch pail, man. You know the minutes is always going to be there for him. He's taking hella shots, 15, 20, 10, 14, 13. The rebounds are there. The peripherals are there. Man, I can't sleep on him. I can't. He's 7,200, 73, priced the same. I can't sleep on him. Man, he's been doing good. So that's about it from this game. Those are the only two guys, the main culprits, really. You know, what you see is what you get from the Charlotte and Philly game. Moving over to Cleveland, Atlanta. Any injuries over here? The usual suspects. You know, the usual suspects. So what about on this side? Usual suspects. All right. Rondo sitting there with a Q tag. Okay, we're going to start off with the Cleveland side of the ball. Sexton, Darius Garland, these guys did a whole 360-degree turn from last year. I'm loving it. Sexton's been ultra aggressive. 19 shots, 17 shots, 15 shots, 23 shots, 16 shots. Real points have been there, 28, 20, 22, 32, 27. Fantasy points have been okay. He's been hitting value every single game. Man, if he can get those peripherals up a little bit more, but hey, he's been ultra aggressive, man. I don't mind the play. It seems like he's not going to drop off. Same thing with Garland. Garland's been playing some nice ball. He went 10 times right out the gate. Another 10 times. He's just been balling. And, you know, the shots have been there. When they take it's Garland and it's Sexton. 14, 18, 15, 14, 13. So the minutes, 38, 37, 29, 44, 33. As long as they stay out of foul trouble, the sky's the limit for these guys. I love what they've been doing, man. Both of them are in play. It's a lot of guys in play in this game, man. Andre Drummond, he's in play. I mean, you know, at 9,200, man, it is what it is. Capella, surprisingly, if you look, he had been, these first two games, the coach had stuck with it. He kept him on them hard 20 minutes caps. And then yesterday, he just busted out for 30 minutes. We know he can smash. We know what Capella can do. And then before I move on, shout out to Atlanta Hawks, man. What a great win for that. What a great win. But anyway, we know what he can do. This will be a back-to-back. Hey, he might be in line for a rest day, so that's something to keep in the back of your mind. And then, just like Garland and Sexton and Garland, You got DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish. These boys took a 360-degree turn as well. Look what they've been doing. Getting the minutes, getting the fantasy points, smashing the value on their price tag, taking the shots, double-digit shots damn near every game. Peripherals are there. Same thing with Hunter. With Cam Reddish. Double-digit shots a game, peripherals, the real points, fantasy points, everything there has been there though. It's been hitting value every game, man. So, man, that's something that's real nice, man. I like what they're doing over there. So this game here, man, this game here could really look pretty good, man. Trae Young's and the Drummonds, like I say, and the Collins, these guys are in play. Larry Nance's been playing well too, but he's priced up, man. He's priced up. On FanDuel, you get Larry Nance at 6,800. He has hit value at that. No, maybe once at this price tag. So, he's priced up pretty good, man. But on a condensed 5-game slate like this, you're gonna need some production. You don't want to miss nowhere. You don't want to miss anywhere. So all of these guys, all the way down here, are in play. If you're looking for value within this game, Cedi Osman, he's getting minutes. He needs to hit his shots. The last 2 games, as you see, these two, his first 3 games were pretty decent, but the last 2 games, he ain't been hitting his shots. He went 0 for 5 for 3, but no, let's see. He went 2 for 12, and then he went 1 for 8. If you're gonna get those, like that 20 minutes around all that uses, when you get open, you're gonna have to hit them shots, man. So he's shown that he can hit them shots. We know that, but and then you got guys like Herter. I probably wouldn't even go to, but JaVale McGee. That's another thing I want to point out with JaVale McGee, that he's been. This is what I like. When you get consistent, you see 19, 14, 16, 16, 14. We know he's getting about 15 minutes a game. If he's getting that consistently, then we can figure out, us as fantasy players, we can figure out what we want to do with them. And then, and he's been ultra efficient, the rebounds and his little points and all that has been there. So hey, and he comes in and gets right to the get-go. He's taking at least 7 shots in each game. He's been shooting threes and shit. 1 3 a game. He gets yeah. But man, he's somebody you can look to at 4K. Dante Exum, he's been getting the start in the absence of Love and what's the other guy's name? I forget his name. But anyway, he's the minutes has been up and down, up and down, up and down. But at 3,600, he's probably priced the same on DraftKings, on FanDuel too, up around that age. If you want to take a stab at him in GPPs, that's on you. Moving over to Rondo has a Q tag, so Rondo's is another guy who can come in and give you some fancy points in a hurry. So we got to keep out on the injury news right there. Last game on the slate, Toronto and New Orleans. What are we looking like over here for the injuries? Usual suspects for Toronto, and they're looking good over there in New Orleans. So, Toronto. These guys, you know what you're going to get with these guys, a whole bunch of minutes. Everybody, they're going to play. All the starters, they're going to play from the 1 to the 4 spot, they're going to play 36 minutes. If this game stays competitive, if Brandon Ingram don't get ejected and, Zion Williamson fat ass stay out of foul trouble, we can see something. All these guys in this 5-game slate, all these guys, the usual suspects right here, from OG on up, all these guys in play. But you got guys. So you can make a comparison like Lowry, VanVleet, these guys, they playing a lot of minutes. And so are the Cleveland guys. They playing a lot of minutes, man. You can take the under on these guys if you want. You can go right on over to the Cleveland guys, mix up some of these guys like Brandon Ingram and stuff like that, and you in it to win it. But last time these teams played was probably the first game of the season. You could say whatever you want to say. They was rusty or whatever, whatnot. You got Brandon Ingram coming in at 8,100. He gave them boys a 60 piece last time, almost a triple-double. But like I said, that was the first game of the season. So, it is what it is. You can pick your poison. The usage is there with Brandon Ingram. He's definitely in play. He's 9K on FanDuel. You get him 1,000 cheaper on DraftKings. Zion Williams, he's probably priced the same on both sites, I believe. 7,800, 8,100. If he stays out of foul trouble, I wouldn't mind the play. I don't know if I'll get to him, but I wouldn't mind the play. Somebody who would probably give you a double-double more likely than not. Lonzo Ball, somebody who I haven't been going to this season, even though his last 3 games, he's been ultra aggressive shooting the ball, and they definitely need that. So Steven Adams, I don't mind Steven Adams either. He's somebody who's going to be camped down there in the paint. He's been playing all right this season. Be good to see him. Get a few more points. You know what I'm saying, to go along with those rebounds or stay up in the double range. But I don't mind the play. He's 6K on DraftKings on FanDuel. He is 5,900, so he's priced the same. Eric Bledsoe, somebody who I never play. He's a no for me. OG, the minutes, 5,800. I don't know what he's priced on DraftKings, but this game could be paced up. He's 6,500 on FanDuel. I probably want him on DraftKings. 35, 36, 36, 36. The minutes are there. We know he can flash them upside. I don't mind the play. So Josh Hart, somebody who comes in and does the dirty work for this team. He doesn't get that many shots, but he gets a lot of rebounds. This is a rebounding guard forward, man. He knows he has a knack for rebounding, but that's great. Great for fantasy. He's in play. And Aaron Baines probably a no for me. Those guys like JJ Redick, catch and shoots, and Alex Lenz and the rest of them guys, they just a no for me. So that just about wraps it up, man. I try to point out a couple value guys for you guys. And, like I said, these Cleveland guys, I really like these Cleveland guys, especially Garland and Colin Sexton. For their usage is somewhat of a pivot off of Lowry and Fred VanVleet. Lowry stuffs the stat sheet, but we know he has 50-point upside too, and we know this is an up-pace matchup for them, but it's an up-pace matchup for Cleveland as well. You know what I'm saying? So these two games right here, Cleveland, Atlanta, and Toronto and New Orleans. These two games are very important for the slate, for pace of play and all of that. Because we got some high usage guys in these two games, man. So you get those two games right, I think we could, we can do something. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you guys keep an eye on the injury news and pay attention to these two games. If they go the way they're supposed to go, These could be the deciding factors. And with that being said, guys, I'm out, man. You can like, subscribe, follow my social media links. It is what it is. Peace.